Welcome back to Son of a Inside the Slot. You know, it's a new studio. It's not ours, as you know, it's Roan's. And it's a little sass, but
yeah, we got some fun little
we had to pivot. Yeah. And we have an hour in here and we're gonna do our best.
Yeah, we're gonna get right to all the good stuff.
Maybe one day they'll be inside the slot room. It'll probably be blue, maybe our faces on it, maybe like a fat head of us and like a martini.
Like the door will like walk in and it'll be like a little slot.
Yeah, like maybe we'll like be in a slot. That could be kind of cool. Regardless, we have lots to cover. Virginia Tech, Penn State. You know, we're gonna do the rapid fire questions again. I had Sabrina on last time. She was a great addition. Thanks again for all the nice comments about that. But yeah, let's roll in right into VT. VT was crazy. Center Street was crazy.
Yeah, I got to meet Maddie's cousin for the first time.
It was kind of the first time we like invited other people on the trip, right?
Yeah, to come with us. Yeah.
Yeah, to come with us. I mean, we just sort of met up. It worked out. She was close. Her boyfriend was there. Shout out Noah.
Yeah, but Virginia Tech was beautiful. That campus was
Blacksburg.
So stunning. Blacksburg. Yeah, it's a very fun little vibe we got going there. We didn't have any dedicated like it girl parties or anything like that. So we kind of just like went out. We went to Tots.
Yeah, we just
Tots.
explored.
Yeah, also the Yankees World Series was going on at that point. So it was like, I feel like when we were going out, like eyes were on the TV at multiple parts throughout the night.
Yeah, a lot of people were focused on it. I just thought it was fun because I've been to Blacksburg before, so going back there, I was like, okay, I kind of know this place. Like Sharky's, I knew about. I went to a different bar though. I think it was called, I forget what it was called.
Coop or something?
Yeah, the Coop maybe.
Yeah, because I was going to say that. I know that was the sophomore one.
Yeah.
That's what the girls were talking about. Also, too, you know what else I forgot we did? When we went to that vintage store next door was that arcade.
Yeah, the arcade bar. Yeah, so when we go in, like when we arrive on Thursdays, we kind of have all day Friday to explore, and we found ourselves at this arcade bar with axe throwing, and Kelly was weirdly good at it and was like throwing ninja stars, bullseyeing every time.
No, but like seriously, if you have some like anger, like you're just like,
I feel like it's like one of those crash rooms that people put themselves in. Yeah, I feel like it's just very like relieving in some ways.
Yeah, it was. And it was so funny because Mike and Dan, like the two security guards that were with us, were really into the arcade games, and we were like sitting up at the bar with Peyton, like having a margarita, the $6 for a margarita.
Two margaritas for $6 is literally insane.
It was insane, and like in New York City prices, then all of a sudden I'm like, yo, like let me pick up the tab for the whole bar.
Or even like our college fucking place was literally $12 for a drink. Yeah. So that was cool. All of these colleges that we go to, it's like a whole operation. Like the whole town is the college. Like everyone's in it. It's all, there's a signature drinks. We had the rail. We did that thing.
Yeah, the rail, let me tell you, that thing is strong. They said it's like more alcohol than a Long Island iced tea. And I thought I had one of those, and all of a sudden I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, we were like a little jittery. Nice. Yeah, there's like energy drink in it too. All of a sudden we had like espresso martini.
I'm not good with the energy drinks. That does numbers to my stomach. Also, it makes me like,
yeah, like my heart will start beating. Then before we went out too, there was this, like you can kind of see it in the vlog, there was this mom that was in our room that like,
she like heard our music.
All of a sudden our door opens, it's this grandma and a mom, and like the grandma like almost like dropped her mom off like at our room, and we were like, who is this?
And she was giving us Rice Krispie treats.
Yeah, meanwhile we all ate one. We're like, oh, that could have been fucking methamphetamine for all we know. Like we could have been drugged. She was crazy and very drunk, and it was kind of uncomfortable.
Yeah, remember she was like, you're hot.
Yeah, she kind of was like into Kelly. Yeah. Like it was
and she was like grinding down on the ground. But we were trying to do the trend where it was like, give me my money. But Maddie came up with, it was like, put your lime in the coconut.
Oh yeah, put your lime. Because I was like, maybe she has seen the trend. Like that would have been so embarrassing. Meanwhile, and then I was like, I'm not going to post this and like mortify this drunk woman. I was like.
Then we were like, wait, is this kind of mean?
It was crazy. I was just like, we were trying to shoo her out.
Yeah, we got her back to her room safely.
Yeah.
The night carried on.
The night did carry on, and it was kind of nice just like exploring. Yeah, so after we went to the game on Saturday, which we did at
which was awesome. And like Center Street, like that whole thing at Virginia Tech is so much fun. It's literally like everyone just comes in. Like there was mobs of people, and it was insane. It was also insane. Like there was a girl that came up to Maddie, like, remember Sylvia?
Yeah, she started like, crying.
Literally bawling, crying. It was one
of my
shaking.
Crazy fan
She's literally like then she's like introducing her mom and like introducing them to like our friend Josh, who was working one of the cameras.
Like the people that are like, here, let me show you my mom. I'm like, hi, mom. Like, it's like, it's kind of a crazy concept to me because I don't even feel like.
Yeah, and all of a sudden I'm like, hey,
boyfriend. You know, like it's funny, but I like to do it.
No, it's so funny. There was so many people. There was this like, when we were at Center Street, there was this like remember the wire fence that was in between, and it kept like spilling over because people were like running so much, and like we're like trying to like hold up this fence because it's not a fence, it was wires.
Yeah,
and it was just like the most wonderful thing, like the energy there, like those Hulkies, like they were great.
Yeah, it was literally crazy. And Enter Sandman was really cool, and like the entrance was awesome, and I've seen it before, and then for a night game, so I was like, okay, it was just fun. It was a great spot to go, and we went to a brewery for like 7 hours after the game, which was really fun. But then we went back out to the bar because it was a little too late to go to bed. This guy was like, so what do? Just walk around, get drunk all the time? And I'm like, you don't get it.
You don't get it.
Like literally my cousin even coming on this tour, and we'll get into Penn State when we had other friends coming. Like they're like, oh shit, we actually do see that you guys do a lot. Like it's kind of eye-opening.
And like it's definitely a different type of job than the regular, but it's still emotionally taxing itself. Anyway, like it's okay, one thing, like if you have your opinion like that, but like don't voice it. Like like I could ask you, like, what are you doing sitting, like what's so fulfilling about what you're doing in your job? Like you don't have to be rude. Like if you don't have something nice to say.
It was just a drunk college guy. I was like, all right, stupid. Peyton was inside the slot too that day.
Yeah, she was. I think she was like dancing, 10 Moscow
insert her dancing video. She was getting lit, and it was great, and it was just fun. Virginia Tech's fun, and then we got the hell out of there. We had a really early flight out of Roanoke. Yeah. And I don't know if there's really any much more to capture. Like they're all like business trips, these schools, especially when we have the parties where it's like the Penn State one. Like I guess we should just roll right into Penn State. Yeah. So
we did a road trip to Penn State.
We did a road trip to Penn State, our first road trip. It's kind of stupid to fly in, like it's awkwardly so expensive, and like it was really
it was also it was an indirect flight, so it just wouldn't have made sense. So we drove, and it's kind of fun to do a road trip.
Yeah, it was fun. We were in the back seat. We had some wine. The Jets were on. Ben, one of our videographers, loved the Jets, so we just like road tripped up in our sweet Ford Expedition. Got to the hotel.
The Jets game, Jets won, huge catch.
Huge dub.
Ben was so hyped about that.
Yeah, and then we got into the hotel, and it was chill, and then we realized that our two security guys were in an Airbnb.
Yeah, they had this like massive Airbnb, and because like they didn't have enough hotel rooms to have booked, and Maddie and I both had 3 friends coming on this trip, and of course like the hotel we room, like we usually get 2 queens, so we were like, this will work out good, like we'll put all the girls in one room, and then we had some guy friends coming, so we're like they can go in one room, and then of course this is like the one hotel that had a
pull-out couch, which is fine.
And we were like, we'll make it work, like
but we didn't even think twice about like maybe staying in the Airbnb. Anyways, we wake up and we have to do shit during the day. And what was Friday? We kind of just like moseyed around the campus, saw this. Peyton was giving us a whole tour.
There's a lot of Barstool people, Peyton, Hannah, Connor Griffin.
Yeah, everyone came out for the event.
Yeah, all big for the big Penn State.
We went to the bar too, and like saw where we were gonna be like standing up, and like they were like, yeah, like Lil Uzi was here, or like Travis Scott performed here, like Brie was here. We were like, holy shit.
Every shot's like, it's like the cactus burger, or like they're selling like the cacti and the Scotch. They have all these
drinks. Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, they literally said too, like at Champs, that the craziest Thursday still to date is like when Brie went and Grace went like a couple years ago, which is like just so funny that like just such a small world.
Full circle.
There. Yeah. And then we tried we had cheesesteaks and
we ate lunch.
Chopped cheese.
It was so good. I love a cheesesteak.
Yeah. It was also just like these schools, like it's so hard because like they've been so beautiful because like the weather and the leaves, like it's all just been like perfect weather for like football season and stuff. So like literally makes you like love these schools so much more. Like I literally like Penn State like was so beautiful. Like the leaves changing colors, like the way like the campus, like the
comm building. Yeah, we went in there, that comm building. It was crazy. Like that comm building was as big as like our athletic center.
Which is insane.
Which was crazy. And then basically we just realized that we should have our friends stay in the Airbnb where Mike and Rob
well, we were joking around, and we were like, I was like, yo, like, can we have like a pregame?
Yeah, Mike's like,
your place?
Your friends can stay in the Airbnb. Like,
he's like, he's like, there's 7 beds in there. We don't need this big place.
So we like went and looked at it, and we were like, wait, this is actually perfect. We can all get ready together. together. I had a speaker.
The place was kind of silly though because first of all, it was so big. It was massive, and it was like literally in the middle of nowhere.
It was like just right off the highway, and like it was like an old timey. Like you guys saw my TikTok, like the TV above the cat. Like there was literally cable phones next to each toilet.
Yeah, it was crazy. And then there was also, I thought this is so weird, but there was that like fake pie that was in the house.
Yeah,
and,
like
I thought
old
that was
acrylic.
such a weird decoration.
Yeah,
like checkers, chess.
It was just like it looked like your grandma's house, like in Virginia. Like that's literally what it looked like.
Yeah, it was perfect though. It was.
Yeah, so we ended up being like, all right, and then Kelly's friends made it, and we did a whole switcheroo. And that was the night of our girl party. So we really had to rev up.
Yeah.
This was our night of our Caesar salad. Kelly and I knew we were going to do our Caesar salad costume like pretty early on.
Yeah.
And I found those shorts that were like the perfect lettuce. We found the Caesar dressing.
Yeah. And like the point of it was like, not that it's that deep, it's a Halloween costume and it was funny, but like we were like Caesar salad.
We were Caesar and we were like a Caesar salad. We weren't like some people were like, where's the chicken? Or like the dressing to the salad. I was like, no, we're Caesar salad. Like we're like the same.
It was a play on words.
Regardless, we got in our like costumes, her friends that were there were like the black cat.
Yeah, they were just
and
putting
like a
things
devil.
Together.
Yeah, it was funny.
It's Black Cat, Devil, and Red Riding Hood. Don't forget about old Red Riding Hood
and her boots.
Yeah.
So we got that all together. We're pre-gaming. It was fun. We actually wanted to pre-game because our last It Girl party we had was Auburn when we were taking shots out of the bowls and like. We weren't even like
this time we were like we're gonna be prepared like we're gonna go into this like in the slot and then we'll have our twisted teas when we get there.
Oh yeah, shout out, love twisted tea.
But it was really fun that party.
We literally pulled up and it was like it's like crazy because at Auburn we weren't in front of the DJ, so like at Auburn we like slipped into the corner and then kind of chatted with our people that were there, also the fans.
We like revved up to it.
And then we were like, oh, now let's go to the stage. This place, it was like, okay, now we're on the stage dancing for 7 hours. Like, it felt like I was on stage for 14 hours.
I feel like I whipped out every single thing I had in my backpack. I literally at one point I was doing the worm and my knees were slapping the ground. I'm like, wait, I think I'm really bad at the worm right now. And
we probably were only up there for like 3 hours, but
still just like dancing.
Kelly and I aren't performers. Like we're not like, I'm not putting like when the DJ gave me the mic to like do karaoke, I was like, that's at least something I can do. Like I was like so to a point. I'm looking at the front row girls who I've poured 7 twisted teas in their mouth, and I'm like, again, like, oh, do you want another one? Like I just was like feeling bad almost.
The group that was there was awesome, but I was like at one point too I literally was like, are you entertained still? Like, is this engaging?
It was literally crazy.
But it was a fun night and our friends got to come up on stage and like
they were just like in awe of like what a crazy, because they're like, oh, we see the videos, but then you hear the roar of the fucking crowd and they're like, holy shit, like this is literally crazy.
And like they just like, it's so hard to like explain it. Like my twin sister literally was like, I don't know what I was expecting, but like that was not it. Like I can't even imagine like watching that from an outside perspective. Like just watching us like dance around in front of all these people. Like what?
It's literally insane. Or also like all of a sudden I'm scrolling on my Instagram reels and it's like me and you at Champs, and it's like Mubi doing the Zombie Nation. I'm like, oh my God, I forgot. I'm like, we are like, it was the craziest thing ever, and it was fun. I think we did get the crowd rowdy, and I think people who even didn't know who we were like entertained because they were like, what, like
we were just having fun. I feel like we just have fun, like even if no one knew who we were, like we were just having fun. But what's it called too? Like then we like went crowd surfing again, and Mike literally was like, one of the security guards was like, just let me know when you do it, and like. Then like we're all good, and like of course like I don't think we even told them.
Kelly really wanted to crowd surf. I remember like I was like, okay,
like,
1 second, like let me just like pour this or something. She's like, let's do it. Meanwhile, the video of us doing it is like it's like so hard to watch. It's like not even, we're not doing it right.
Like one guy held me up.
My butt's out. Like there's just so many things wrong with it, and then like all of a sudden we're back up on stage. We're like, yay! And everyone's like, what just happened?
It was so much fun, and we also met Kendall from
Kendall from Dance Moms was there. She was great. She totally knew who we were. I'm like, that's 2 Dance Moms people we've hung out with. And we said we're collecting them like the Infinity Stones. So now we need, because Kenzie's is our friend. So now we need.
I heard
more
things about her though. Like I mean, like I don't know. I think like she definitely like noticed who you were, but I don't think she knew who I was, which is like totally perfectly fine. Like no feelings hurt by that. But like, she wasn't really that friendly to like my friends, like personally. So like, I was kind of bad.
Kelly was like, "We're with Barcelona," and she's like, "I know." And we're like, "Oh my god, this is so awkward." And it was also like the music was like blaring and it's so hard to hear. And she was there with Penn State football players, so they all wanted to come in our section. I literally was like, I literally don't care. Like, you guys can come over here. It doesn't really.
Yeah. The more the merrier. 100%.
Like, it doesn't. Yeah. But I think she was probably just like not the type to crowd surf or do that.
Fine. To each their own.
Yeah. So then we had to get out of there. All of a sudden they're like, "You want to go?" And we're like, "Yes." Like, how long has it been? Like, it was just a time warp, really. Yeah. So then we left.
We went to Taco Bell. I'm like, going back to all these colleges, we've definitely been eating like we're back in college. Like, I feel like we've gotten Wendy's and Taco Bell. Like,
so much fast food. Like, the next like the Sundays are literally so hard on the toilet. It's battling on the toilet.
Literally, I come back, I'm literally like, I text my parents, I'm like, "Please tell me we're having salad for dinner tonight. Like, please, like, I need some greens or like something."
Yeah, like literally on the Sunday ride home, which we can get to. Like, I literally got carrots because I was like, I had like carrots and an apple. I was like, I need to feel something.
Yeah.
So then we woke up the next day though,
which was early, and I was nervous honestly to get up that early because I knew we were gonna go hard the night before, especially because all of our friends and stuff.
Did we just go straight home on Friday?
We went to Taco Bell and then went straight home.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So sorry.
Yeah, and then we like stayed up and like we were like talking and like hanging out for a little bit, but then like we eventually went to bed like I think like around 1. But like I knew that the next morning wake up since it was a 12 p.m. game.
Yeah.
Nooner game.
We literally had back-to-back nooners.
Yeah, which like I mean like if you're not going out the Friday night before, I think a nooner game's fun. I mean honestly, even like riding the shampoo effect like the next day was like fun, but like I definitely like the later games.
Yeah,
like,
it's kind of fun to like get a bunch of stuff out, like not out of the way for lack of better words, but just like to do a lot, and then it's noon, and then all of a sudden it's like we're at the game and then it's over, and then like we're drinking again. But regardless, it was crazy. We went to
RV land.
Yeah, we went to like the family friendly tailgates. Well, first of all, we're all packing it, so we have each of us have 3 friends. We already have a crew of
our
5. And we're all, I mean, if you're a cop listening to this, sorry. But we're all piling into this Ford Expedition. And
we're going far.
It's literally like Peyton's in the trunk. We're late. And then also there's so much traffic. Mike's like riding the fucking side slot of the like highway to pass a bunch of people.
He's such a finesser. Like I would never in my life have the balls to do that.
Yeah,
like I would be terrified. Like I wouldn't be able to like make eye contact with one person. Like if I was driving around everyone, like I'm a rule follower in that sense. Like I would be so scared. But like I love when someone else is. And I'm like, let's go, Mike. You got this, Mike.
Yeah. So then he successfully did it. The second time he tried to cut people, the park ranger was like, "Go back to where you came from," and yelled at us.
To loop around. So then all of a sudden our whole crew is like running on the side of the highway to like go into RV land.
We were just like walking up at this like dirt road and then like the stadium's right there. So there was like, I think there's like, Payne said there's like 9 different spots to tailgate at. And we were at like 1/4 of like the tailgate,
which is just insane because this is also like one of the biggest games too, because it's Ohio State versus Penn State. So they were literally like, I think that was like the most people to attend in that stadium.
Yeah, there was definitely more than capacity in that stadium.
Yeah. Anyway, the RV was great. We went to Hannah's tailgate and it was so much fun. Their family was so nice. It's
so fun.
Their whole RV and like the whole setup and like the couch and the tent, like
honestly, like that's great. That's a great way to do it. Like football games are one of the harder.
They were like comfortable
sports to watch in
they
person.
Had food, drinks, a bathroom.
And like you got a TV and a couch. What more can you need?
Yeah. And then we went to go into the game, and we only had 7 tickets, and we were a group of 13.
Yeah, we finessed.
And like once again, Mike just being a G, like he's like, all right, like this is what's gonna happen. Peyton's gonna be scanning the tickets, and then I'm gonna go and ask the woman
like,
who's scanning
where
the
the bathroom is, where's this, where's that, where's that,
just like pile her on with questions, and then you guys just slip in behind me. And it literally couldn't have worked so well. We're literally like slipping by.
Float
like,
in.
Where's the bathroom? Where's the bathroom? Where can I get a drink? Where can I do that? And he's like, all right, bye, thank you.
And Peyton's like, I have 15 tickets.
Yeah, it was
fun. Anyway, we got in there. We were just riding the slot, and it was cool. It was really that like. It's crazy to me that stadium's smaller than Michigan, because Michigan felt small, and then the Cotton Bowl was also smaller, and that one felt bigger than Penn State. So it's crazy to see all those people in one spot.
It's so insane. Also, too, like it was crazy because here at Penn State, like they have those sections, like they created literally an S in the crowd. So like I'm just like so like the fact that they get people to do that so like neatly, like it's so
or the 50-yard line was a stripe.
Yeah. It's also like they lost, and like I like genuinely feel bad. I wish that they had won. But like I'm just always so like grateful like to be there, and so I'm like this was such a fun day and fun game that like I'm never like.
Yeah, I know. Well, like you could really tell there was wait. So basically, we're at the game, and then halfway through the game too, we're like, all right. Well, it wasn't even halfway. It was like second quarter, but we were like. Like, I just think I literally love football. It's very fun, but it's like when you're watching in person, there's people screaming and you're here and they're there, and it's like a lot. Yeah. Like, sometimes you're like, let's go to the bar and watch it at the bar. Like, it's way more
I think there's
fun.
Also the same camaraderie. We also, like, didn't have seats for everyone, so we were kind of like in everyone's way. So it was just like kind of like the better call to tap out at that point.
And like sometimes you just feel so like claustrophobic almost. Yeah. So then we just left and we walked to Champs again. That was really our home ground spot. We really were there. And there was an underground part with pool tables, which was such a vibe.
Such a vibe. So it was like, and we met so many nice people.
It was like after halftime, we're watching the game, chilling for a long time.
And then we also went to Delta Phi.
Well,
was that before or after?
The game ended.
I forget the whole time.
Wait, okay, so then we're at the bar, and then we see these people that came up to us who had worked with Bree and Grace and did videos of them when they were on spring break.
Oh, yes.
Which is really cool.
Xavier.
One of them was in a friend that was with us, Luca's frat, Delta Chi, and he was like, do you want to go to a frat? Meanwhile, the game had ended. The vibes are low. We wanted to bring the vibes back up because, like, once again, we're not like Penn State, like, alums. So we're like, guys, let's just, like, keep the vibes up and, like, keep dancing. So we're like... We had so many of their dirty sprites. Like, those things are great. Like, I don't know what they put in that. It was amazing.
Dirty and delicious,
We had more of the cheesesteak. We're kind of revving up again. We were kind of getting vibes up. And that guy who knew Bree and Grace was like, let's go to a frat. And we were like, fuck it. Change of scenery.
Yeah.
Let's walk there. Luca's like, oh, that's our old stomping grounds, yo. Like, let's go.
Wait, you know what we forgot about? The pedicab.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
fuck.
My God.
Okay, rewind me. We're now leaving the football game, and we don't want to walk all the way to Champs. We see these pedicabs that we did in Michigan, so we're familiar with them.
They called them boobers.
Yeah.
I don't know if they called them something at Penn State now.
They like weren't used really. Like man's like I've never used one of these.
My friend Maddie is like just wants to be against them just because like sometimes she likes being against things just for fun. And she's like, no, like this they're taking our money. Like
she's
this
like,
isn't
I'm
worth
not paying
it.
$101 for this bullshit.
No, she's literally like, it's $10 per person. That's $1,100. Like I'm not paying that.
Yeah.
You know, it's like 110 and like and it ended up being worth it. And like she literally had the best time, but it was so funny. And we're on this cab and it's like this little man who's
borderline like we were like, is this okay? Like like we had so many people. It was Ben, Aaron, me, you, Gerard, and Ashley.
Yeah.
6 people on the back of this one man, and Penn State's on a flat campus. He's literally like all of a sudden we're chatting like, oh, I look behind me. This man is full bent over, knees to chest, like trying. Meanwhile, Peyton and the other crew that was there with them is flying. Like they're literally flying like a feather.
Their person was literally, it was this woman whose quads could, if she flips backwards, she could crush walnuts.
Yeah, I think she also had an e-bike too, and ours was strictly manual. So we were like, I was crying.
It was an e-bike. I asked him.
It was an e-bike?
It was an e-bike. He just said the electric didn't help that much.
Oh.
Saying that we were
I thought he said that, okay, regardless, he was struggling.
Yeah.
He
all of a sudden at one point, he like bends over to go like turbo and he's like.
And he had like a helmet on. Like if you can picture this man like going full speed and all of us.
And like so much respect for him. Like we were like, yeah.
Oh my God, yeah. We were just like.
Yeah, but definitely go on pedicabs. Like that was
a
lot of fun.
I think it was totally worth
especially
the money.
With the weather right now too. Like we were like laughing so hard, like my back hurt. Like when you laugh so hard and like it turns painful. Yeah.
Yeah, but we arrived there quicker than ever. And like all of a sudden too, like we're going uphill, we're going so slow. We start going downhill and like we have the most weight on our pedicab. So we're like about to run into the cab in front of us because we were like so dodging people.
And we're literally just like flying down.
And that's when we get to Champs. We watched the end of the game. Penn State had 4 tries to tie the game up, and they didn't tie it up, and I was upset about it. The morale was low. We wanted to get out of there, and we start walking to Delta Chi. And like, I've never been to a frat besides like the closest thing to a frat. I guess I was at a Virginia Tech one on game day, but like this was like out of a movie. Like if you're watching like Neighbors and like there's a huge house, we're pulling up, you just hear like we're pulling up, there's like 30 dudes like swinging their feet on the side, and they're like yeah, we're literally rolling up with a humongous crew and 2 security guards. Luca's leading the pack, and he's like, yo, chill, like, cool,
we're
cool.
Coming in, we're like,
what's happening? Like, they're all like, who are these people? First of all, it's the first time I really was like, that guy must be 17. Like, they looked so young. And we walk in there, no one's really there yet, because we were like the first like get to the spot.
Yeah.
And
everyone else was probably like coming back from the game, so it probably like took a little longer. And we're literally like dancing by ourselves in this room.
It's like this humongous open room, dirty kitchen to the side, crazy bathrooms over here.
It's so crazy because the bathrooms in there are like literal stalls.
Disgusting.
And I'm just like picturing like waking up in the morning and then like going downstairs and your bathroom's like a stall and you're like brushing your teeth in there.
It's probably such a like surreal feeling.
Yes,
like
it's probably so normal for so many people because like that's like the school that they go to, and every house is like that. But like when we were in there, like it was literally like
I put my butt on the seat. Yeah. I was like, and then I was like, oh my God, I'm really weird. This is really gross. Like there was like a bartender, and then
you put that butt down on that
I put my butt on the seat, and then I was like, oh my God, there's like probably like fucking STDs on here. Like and the whole nother thing is like, and I'm no shame at all, but like what, like imagine waking up there like after like banging, and then you wake up there and then you gotta go pee. That must be so jarring.
Like, you're into a stall like next to a girl and you're like, hey, like who'd you sleep with?
Yeah, like the closest thing we had was like the men's lacrosse house, which was gross within its own, but like that is like a whole different story. There could be 30 girls coming out of that place.
Which is insane.
Then there's like the bartender. All of a sudden I'm like, can I get a drink from you? Like, are you like
do I pay?
It's like clearly a pledge who's literally 17. He's like, are you movie? I'm like, get me a fucking drink. I'm like, do you have any hard alcohol? I'm like, Tito's. It's literally like, you know those Tito's bottles that are plastic, or those vodka bottles that are plastic and look like a soy sauce label, like it's like red. Oh my God, it was the nastiest drink, but I loved it. I was just like immersing.
Yeah, literally too. Like I feel like when I kept going up or like asking for a drink, like I would ask like, oh, can I have like a vodka? And then it was just like a Happy Dad. And then
it was
like,
also
Happy Dad,
Steiny's.
Happy Dad, Happy Dad.
Yeah, it was Steiny's old frat, right?
Yeah.
So that's why it was Happy Dads. Milk was there. Yes, that's why I thought they were coming to that frat.
Yeah, I knew Nelk was there. I knew they were at the place because we were trying to go up and talk to Steiny, but we missed him.
We were like,
Someone
why is no
else
one?
Talk to Steiny.
We were like,
someone talk to Steiny.
Yeah, Peyton was talking to Steiny too. Well, I thought that was Steiny's old frat. That's why it was loaded with Happy Dads. Regardless, it was a crazy time.
No, and I was just like, for some reason too, like what was going through my head was like, well, we were having so much fun. Like we were just like dancing. Like it was literally like just like our group and like anyone else who just wanted to like join the dance. So like we were just like dancing.
We were dancing the entire time. Also, the music, like the aux guy literally sucked. I was like, why are you playing Flow Rida? I was like, please switch it up. And like every time he like literally like it's about like, you know, the people who are on the aux side are like, oh my God, like every time it gets to like the part where we're like, we are switch it.
Yeah,
switch.
Like, so many switches. The little thing is like you probably like could never tell looking from the outside that like we thought the music was mid, because I felt like the entire time it was like, trust me.
Totally. Towards the end, I think at some points you were like, thumbs downing. I was like, put on Chris Lake, EDM. I was like, the crowd's dancing awful besides us, and like we're having a fake smile on our face.
Yeah.
And then you like turn the corner and there's like a huge Victorian staircase. Like it was the craziest thing. And then each door is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then Luca was showing it off his old room. He's like, I've done every drug in here. I'm like, sorry, really blowing the spot up on you. But it was crazy because, oh my God. And then all of a sudden I'm dancing with Kelly, like, well, there's no tomorrow. And these 2 guys come up to us and they're like, oh my God, like you toured your mayor's house to us, and now we're here together.
I
was like, what?
You're like, what? That was such a crazy.
Yeah, like our mayor's.
That stuff blows my mind. Like, how were we in the same frat? This random frat that Luca brought us. Like, we weren't even supposed to be there, and like, how were they there? And how were we? Like, imagine we weren't dancing in there as long as we were. Like, we never would have seen them. Like,
I wonder if they're like, yeah, we're just visiting a buddy, and I'm like, yo. We're just fucking visiting this frat. It was crazy. it was really
I was shotgunning so many Happy Dads. Like, I remember, like, I hated the grape flavor. And, like, in my head, like, I was like, oh, hate it. Like, got a shotgun it quick. So like, that I could get another drink and enjoy it. Like, in my head, like, I couldn't, like, put it down. And all of a sudden, I'm like, I need to go outside. I need some fresh air. And I need to take a seat and stop. And then we walk out there and freaking Gerard's smoking a cigarette.
Yeah. It was just the craziest. The frat was wild to me. It was so wild.
It was honestly, like, I'm so happy we did it, though, because it was, like, so funny to, like, experience that.
Yeah.
I just literally went like this and like.
Yeah, I heard that. Like, it was just funny to experience and, like, see those, like, young girls and, like, the guys. Yeah. And there's, like, and, like, I know we just graduated, but when there's, like, the sophomore, like, I don't think people go to frats as much when they're, like, seniors. Or even when we.
Because then they can get into the bars, I think, and stuff like that. Because that's what they were saying at, like, when we were talking to the girls at Virginia Tech. Like, they were like, oh, I'm not old enough to go to the bars.
They're like, we're still in our frat era.
Yeah, we're still in our frat era. And I literally, like, I love seeing, like, everyone, like, having fun in college. Like, I genuinely do. Like, it's so, like, exciting. I'm like, you live it up. Like, immerse yourself.
Like, how could you not have fun in the Happy Valley? It really was. And then, like, and then we went to, so then we leave that. And we
never know what's at the night, especially when it's, like, a 12 p.m. game. Like, then we're like, all right, like, let's ride and, like, go out all the way until, like, midnight. And then, like, let's go home and tap out.
Because once you go home, really, at any point, like, we knew we weren't going to come back out. So we just kept going. And it's just so easy. Like, I was talking to my parents and I'm like, Mom, like, every bar has like the Fucko Housey bomb. I'm like, I want the bomb. Or like, I want the Sturdy Sprite X. It's like the most random names, and then you're like, I want everything. Give me 14. Yeah, like, give me 14 of them right now.
Spectacular.
Or like the one what was the drink at P-Man's? It was like that purple. It was like the jizz shot or whatever. Not actually jizz, but the zipper. Yeah, like the zipper, and then the Cholula, and then like everything. Everything had a name, and it's so fun.
And then all of a sudden we're at P-Man's and we're meeting up with like everyone from Barstool is there too, and then it's like still all of our friends, and everyone's like, at this point too, it's like later in the night and drinks have been drank, and like it was just like everyone was kind of like standing there like swaying. Like I feel like that was definitely like the pickup time where people were like rejuvenating, and then
like the 4 p.m. time and the 5 was hard.
And it was crazy too because it felt so dark. Like it felt so dark in P-Man's that like it felt like it was like literally like 9 p.m. Like it was so hard to like gauge the time. Like I literally was like, I have no idea.
Was P-Man's our last stop?
No, then we went back. We went back to Champs,
and then back.
And we went to the basement. We went back to Champs and went into the basement of Champs because we were like, we're not really at that point. We weren't really fucking with P-Man's because it was getting like really crowded. And we met the bouncer squid.
The setup of P-Man's, it wasn't
Someone
as
almost
good.
lost their passport, but we found it.
Yeah,
that was so.
Pam was just walking around with just her credit card.
Yeah.
And then I left my purse in the stall.
No, you were like literally like.
For those who can't see, Pay's literally mouthing. I don't remember any of this.
She's like she's anxiety, but like you know when you
don't
tell
have
people
anxiety.
Like it's so valid though. Like I would get so much anxiety when I like forget things from the night before. But like genuinely, you were so much fun. Like you were so much fun. You were like literally
also,
just like smiling.
Everyone was hammered. Everyone probably forgot things. You think Connor Griffin went like you can't even or like
dude
and all those men that were with us were fucking on cloud nine.
Everyone literally reminded me that like I was wearing my Penn State Hey Dudes and they were a little big on me because they were men's 9 and like they kept falling off my feet, so I kept like accidentally stepping on the frat floor, stepping on the street because like it was falling off my feet.
You were like one time you like bent down and like tapped the floor and I was like, oh my God.
And then like literally like we're at Champs and like I took it off and we were like dancing around it and some guy like filled my shoe up with a drink and like I don't remember I drank out of it. Like, that is repulsive and disgusting. And like I don't know why. I just like concede. I'm like, someone's like, do it. And I'm like, no. And they're like, do it. I'm like, okay, like I'll do it. Like
you totally do.
Yeah, like I totally did things that were like
you have like you will do it. You did it out the boo. You'll do it out, and I'm like always like Kelly will do it.
Yeah, liquid courage gives me a little too much courage sometimes.
But I think it's fun. And I mean, you only live once.
I still and I'm surviving to tell the tale. So
literally,
we're all winners here.
And
we're all winners, Peyton.
Anxiety is like only real if you make it. Everyone like literally you have to wake up and be like everyone was fucking hammered around me, so no one and everyone was doing weird shit and everyone it was drinking.
Also someone like really like if you ever do have anxiety, like if you ever do something actually bad, like your friends will tell you and your friends will be like, listen, like you owe X and O like an apology or whatever. So if no one tells you you gotta owe anyone anything, you're in the clear, my friend.
I just really think that Everyone has those nights. And also, like, there were so many people in their old college town. Like, if I was at Marist, it would have been a whole different story.
Also, day drinking is sometimes hard.
Yeah,
because
it's really
a
hard
lot. It's like, think about it. You're literally drinking from, we got up at 8, and then we were out until midnight.
It's hard for me. Like, it's hard. I know, and now this sounds pick me because I'm like, it's hard for me to get blackout when we day drink. But it's hard, like, because I feel like I'm just riding this, like, level of buzz the entire time. Like, I feel like I was, maybe my peak was, like, when I had 3 dirty Sprites at Champs or something.
When I went back to, when we were at Champs the second time, I started drinking Cokes and water because I was like, I think I was getting a little bit. It was also like the mix of like just exhaustion started.
Yeah, I was getting really peopled
out. I just also like, I like always like plan on going into day drinking with like sticking with cans and like being like, I'm gonna stick to the can, like, you know, play it safe.
Yeah, then we
like,
get to the tailgate and it's like Mosa.
And then all of a sudden I'm like, twist my arm. And we also saw the Cheez-It truck.
Yeah, we saw the Cheez-It truck, which was fun. All of a sudden we're like in the truck. We're like,
do you mind if we stop in here for a second? They're literally like making burgers.
They're like, no, we love it. They're like, add the Cheez-It dust. Don't forget. I'm like, gotcha.
Yeah, and it was good. People were munching on that.
Regardless, Penn State was really
electric.
fun.
It was
and like we ranked it, but like fun wise and like a non-Cheez-It scale, it was really up there on just good vibes.
I literally think that's like a weekend that I'll remember for.
Totally. And even just the Airbnb and all those people in there, and then we all wake up on Sunday. Like, it was a really special thing to have our friends there and our close people, because it's like they see a different side. And like waking up on Sunday and it's not just Kelly and I staring at each other like, holy shit, what is our life? / I'm so hungover / what did we do?
Yeah.
It's way better to be like, guys, that was so fun. Like, that was a great thing. And to like bring our friends and
have them experience it
like
too.
That was such a lucky thing. I'm very grateful for that.
Also, it was like, I feel like it was like perfect timing because like yesterday I was talking to Jack Mack after Fishbowl, and he was like, I was like, yeah, like next week's the next stop. And he was like, literally, congratulations on like not wanting to like kill each other. Like, you guys spent so much time together, like back to back, and like literally like drinking. It's very emotionally taxing, and like you're together, and like he's like, you should like literally celebrate the fact that like you guys like made it through with like minimal like fights.
Yeah,
and, like,
I mean, like, don't get us started. It's not about sunshine and rainbows.
No,
there are sometimes where we're like, oh, I'm like, I can't talk.
Yeah, or like I need to like go like take a second
like
for myself.
Like a little snap here and there. Which like happens. Like, it's like a sister thing.
But like I literally thought though that like this weekend, like having all of our friends there was such perfect timing, because it was like this one like we were doing together, but we also had like other people,
other outlets.
Yes.
Totally.
So it was like such a good like breather on both ends, and like it's awesome because like I was like at one point I was like getting emotional because I was like, this is so cool that like me and Maddie's like friends from college and like his friends, and then like my friends from home, like the fact that like everyone can just like
it was
be
like coexisting
together.
Or even like all of a sudden Lucas and Peyton are like talking. I'm like, this is so like we're all gonna be like 30 one day. I remember this,
and like that was like definitely like made me like so happy. Or like I'm literally seeing like one of our guy friends Obi like hanging out with my twin sister, and I'm literally like, this is the cool, like this is so cool, like this is so awesome. I think like that's something that I'm like realizing now, like post college, is like cool that like everyone becomes
and everyone's still kind of like Marist. We're lucky with Marist in New York because it's such a New York pipeline. That like a lot of our college is still sort of connected, and it's so fun. It was a really special weekend, and the fact that it's our last, we literally leave tomorrow for Notre Dame is insane. The back to back was definitely taxing. Like, I think it's definitely taken a toll on me and my body, and probably you and everything. Like, it's just crazy.
I need like a mental, physical detox like after.
But it's so fucked up because like I'm totally not like, it's like back to back, and then I have a wedding, gonna get drunk. Then it's the holidays, and that's like the time where everyone drinks and eats like shit. So like it's gonna be definitely a lot, but we'll definitely be mindful.
It's also like, don't want it to come off like we're so grateful for like all of this and everything. And it's so much fun, but like I'm like, my lip, I need a little bit of water.
Like last time we're gonna be like, woo, but also it's also flown by, like the fact that it's the last stop in like September.
Fact that it's literally November right now is literally insane.
I know. It's literally crazy, and like September was like Michigan feels like so long ago. It was just crazy, and we're so grateful, and it's been so fun. And I know Notre Dame's gonna be awesome too.
Yeah, I totally know too. It's gonna be like the final hurrah. Mark's coming with us.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I wonder who the other one's gonna be.
Jordan.
Oh,
yeah, because Mark told me yesterday. I saw him. So I'm like, yeah, let's go.
Mark's
like,
our security, one of our favorite security.
Yeah, he's awesome. Marky Paul. Let's do the rapid fire questions.
So we're gonna do the rapid fire segment again, and yeah, that was basically our recap of greatness. It's been so fun.
So much fun.
The Cheez-It tour. Maybe we'll do it again. You'll never know.
Yeah, it's so much fun.
We'll recap Notre Dame too. We're also gonna get more consistent. Maybe this will be our recording slot every Wednesday, even though took me like 15 minutes to get into it because I was really tired.
Hey, that's okay. That's okay.
Okay, do you want to go first or do you want me to?
I'll go. Oh, do you want me to? One of us should set a timer.
Rapid fire questions.
Trust me. So first question. What is your favorite Barstool event, like beer games or specifically one of these games that you've done, or like even the Christmas holiday party?
Oh yeah,
and
I was going to say probably the holiday party. Probably surviving Barstool, honestly. That was just the most insane experience ever. And like, yes, it was a lot, but it was so fun. And it got me 10 times closer to like so many people. And I was just thrown into the pit. And the holiday party is really fun too. I just got the calendar invite.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Okay. Well,
was that 30 seconds?
30 seconds. Yeah.
Oh, lit.
Yeah, that was good. Also, too, I'm like, side note, but I cannot wait to watch the Survivor.
I know, guys. It comes out soon.
Just said that. Like, I'm so excited. Like, I'm gonna binge watch that. Like, I'm gonna. We should have a watch party.
I know. Like, I think it's literally gonna come out. When is it? The first week of December. I think it's the first week of December, and that's one video a week, which is like sad because it's like you want them all to drop, and then they're taking a break. I think they're taking a break like from dropping it like during the holidays, and then like January comes out.
I'm so excited. We literally have to like debrief that.
I know. When it comes out fully, I might like post it. Like when it comes out fully, I'm just gonna like I'm so excited. What is one thing you have learned, and one thing you've loved about moving?
Moving
new, like a new house.
Oh, okay. One thing I love is that I love the new location. I love that we're on the water. And I also love that just like it's a new experience. Like I love like experiencing new things, and it feels like a new chapter. And it kind of like lined up perfectly with me like graduating college and stuff. And now it's like starting fresh, and like it's definitely a lot smaller. It's like one room versus like living in a 3-story house. But it's like made me so much closer with my parents. And it's like,
sorry.
Okay, I'm like,
you can continue.
Yeah. Oh no, but just like baby.
Yeah. Also, did you get your haircut? Looks really good.
Oh, thank you.
I noticed it.
Thanks. I had this literal, really Italian.
Wait, when did you get it done?
Yesterday. I ended up going to like a different salon. Went to this salon, and my hairstylist, his name was Maurizio. I literally went in, and I get so scared like going to a random salon and like getting a haircut. Like,
no, but it looks
I've
so
had
good.
bad experiences. Thank you. And he was awesome. I literally got an espresso. Like my dad's name's Maurizio, so that's why it's funny. It's Maurizio, and like. It was perfect experience.
That's great.
Okay.
I think I'm getting my haircut next week, but it's at 9 a.m.
She's getting a bob.
Yep.
Knob. No,
I don't even know. I might cancel it.
Maybe just like a little baby.
I'll just get a trim.
Yeah.
I'm like
sometimes though
trim.
I feel like that like I think it should cost so much less if you just get a trim.
It's literally like $100. I'm like, my mom could do this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next question for you. If all drugs were legal and safe, which one would you want to try? Go.
And safe? Like like I couldn't die from it?
Yeah.
Probably mushrooms. Shrooms is probably the only one I would dabble with because it's naturally comes out of the ground. That's basically literally it. I wouldn't want to do any other one. Yeah. I would fear I would have a terrible or maybe it would be good. I would like have an ego death and like rebirth. But only mushroom or like Molly, maybe the sex drug. But I don't know.
Okay, sexy.
Weed's pretty fun. Yeah. I like me. I like being me right now. So, okie dokie, artichoke. Next up, what's one thing that you've been struggling with recently? Okay, wait. Let me start my timer. It keeps doing 3 minutes. Fuck. Start.
Right now, currently, like. Maybe a little bit sometimes self-esteem. Like sometimes my self-esteem's a little bit low at moments, but working on it avidly. So nice. I think it just has to do with exhaustion and also just like hormones. Like I feel like I'm like
oh, I agree.
Yeah. Say what? hi. And like I feel like sometimes that just like plays factors into it, especially like 23. Like I'm getting so many new hormones and stuff right now, just like navigating.
Whoa. Now you got a time. Hey, well, I'm always here to pick you up when yourself seems slow. That's what friends are for, people. It's literally crazy. I've been on my period, like every time my period hits me like a fucking truck recently. I don't know what it is. I got I have an IUD, so like it's fucking.
Like, do you mean like heaviness wise or like?
No, like I'm emotionally more. Yeah. I think I'm because it's a hormonal one, so I think that like things are just, and I got it over the summer. Maybe my body's adjusting, but like I literally I cried last night. I cried yesterday. Like I just think that I don't know. Emotions are high. And
no,
like,
I totally agree. I think also too, like when that happens to me, like I just tell myself, I'm like, just take a deep breath. Like it's gonna. I literally tell myself, I'm like, it's gonna pass in a week.
This
like,
too shall pass.
Yeah, exactly.
Always, but it's definitely. And then you just like, I don't know. I need to journal. I think about it, but it's just.
I've been journaling a lot, and it helps to just like get it out there. Like I just like try and find like 10 to 20 minutes a day, like sit outside by myself and like write down like what I'm feeling so that I could try and like understand it.
Totally.
Like, I saw this quote on Instagram that it was like writing down your problems like the first part to solving it, or like your feelings, because like then you're like at least you understand what the problem or
totally. Or sometimes like it also helps you like not react. Like if you write it down, then you're like, oh, it's actually not that bad at all. Like my problems are bad. Okay,
ready?
Number 3.
What's one goal you're working on right now?
One goal that I'm working on. One of the things I've been struggling with actually. Establishing this podcast, establishing like more things for 2025. I think just like finding something that like I'm passionate about a lot of things, and I think like finding that like thing that like the next thing, you know?
Yeah. Like a little more like secured direction.
Yeah, like a secured spot for the next thing.
I love that career.
I don't know, like a goal. Yeah, like career. I guess like a goal also would be like.
Your goal is to build the movie brand.
Yeah, the movie effect. Thanks, y'all. I don't know. I'm trying. I'm like, I gotta write some shit down.
Yeah. I love when you get like all like passionate. Like yesterday when you were like firing off those texts with like all your ideas. And, like, keep it spitting.
Yeah. I want to like fucking. We should inspire people.
Do that stuff.
Oh my god, I'm sweating. But yeah. I'll get some goals down. 2025 goals. The new year's gonna come.
Yeah.
Maybe like work out more. I don't fucking know.
Some serotonin.
Okay, 3. Who's your most listened to artist, you think?
Oh my god. I'm like
Kelly has crazy music.
Yeah, mine's like
it's like Hamilton and then it's like Drake. And it's like Shrek.
Glee. Yeah. I'm like, let me literally look right now. Like this past week I've been listening to a lot of Frank Sinatra. That's like literally like the top thing on my listen to. But also Gracie Abrams right now a lot. But she's like so popping off.
Tate McRae's new song's so good too.
So
I guess her and Kid Laroi broke up.
Yeah. They did?
Well, that's what the song's about. It's like Take Him and I Want Him Anyway.
Oh. I didn't know that. I was shipping them too. And I don't really ship like I feel like they were like the cool like high school couple.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Pull up my question. Sorry.
It's okay.
I had my music.
I was just looking at this pod studio. Like, imagine we have one. Imagine light blue chairs. Come on, it would be lit.
Yeah, that would be lit. This one's like kind of like not that deep, but
it's okay.
Do you like sleeping in a hot room or a cold room?
Oh, a cold room by far. If you like sleeping in a hot room, you must be psychotic. I don't think anybody would ever answer that hot. I mean, if you're listening to this and you would answer it hot.
Yeah.
I just would think that's insane. You would rather sweat than me like
Follow-up question, socks on or off?
Off. I mean, I've slept with my socks. I'm not like a big like, if you sleep with the socks on, you're insane. Yeah. But I would. I do like in the, what?
That's like one of my number one. Like if I sleep with my socks on, like, and I wake up and I'm like pissed at myself. It makes me feel hotter. Like.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think it's better when your feet are just chilling.
Yeah. And do you have to sleep like under the covers? Like, are you one of those?
Yeah, but if I'm really fucking hot, like my AC's broke and like my fucking apartment, don't even get me. I'm really grateful for my New York State apartment. I love it. But my clothes, I hit my head on a new thing every day. Yeah. And my clothes are spilling out, and I just bought 2 more pair of jeans from home, and I'm like, I can't even.
It's hilarious.
All right. Wow, that got me heated.
We need to go back and throw some axes.
Yeah, really. What's one thing you miss about teaching? Go.
I miss the students. I miss like their energy that they'd bring in. Like they just came in and like, not that they were so innocent, but like they were just so, there was so much ahead of them and so much that like we got to show. Yeah. And like, you know, like their problems, like it felt so rewarding, fulfilling to like help them navigate through that stuff. So I guess like maybe some of the fulfillment that I felt. Yeah. So yeah.
I'm like, you don't feel fulfilled on that.
Oh, no, I do, but like, it's a different sense, yeah.
Totally. You're such a teacher. I've been like, really like on this tour, I've been really observing. There's so many things about you that are like so, like it makes so much sense why you're like, you were going to do that. Yeah. Because you're like, that do was a tried. And I'm like, and like it makes sense that like it was just so it's so funny that like you approach things so in a teacher way, and I love it about you. So it's awesome.
Literally. What's one charity or cause that you would like to give back to?
Or give to? I would like to give back to. Sorry.
This is so random.
Why are you not laughing after you just fucking said that out of left field? Maybe preface me so I can have mine.
Gerard randomly brought up wanting to go to soup kitchens yesterday, so it was just like on my mind.
I think I didn't mean to just laugh about that. Kelly just started laughing. But no, I like breast cancer is huge for me because I've been seeing a lot of breast cancer developing in young women in their 20s early on, and I follow this creator Alana, who's actually literally Mike Grinnell's fiance, who works at Barstool, and she is so great and so empowering, and like. It's so sad, like, to see it happen to people, or leukemia, our teammate, lymphoma, like, I mean,
I know.
Just
I want so
pediatric
bad for, like,
cancer.
Cures and everything to, like, science to, like, pan out better for, like, have you gone to the doctor to get checked?
No, I do my, you can check
mine.
yourself.
Yeah, I feel mine. Because one of my friends had a lump on it, and, like, her boob, like, literally, stuck out. Like, and it was non, benign, yeah, thank you. It was non-benign, but it was benign.
Non-benign means it was cancerous.
Sorry, it was benign, but you can literally see the lump.
Wait, have you seen what boobs look like under the skin? Like, you're gonna die.
Oh, I'm scared. Oh my god, it looks like one of those. Like those are all milk, from like Applebee's.
Those are all milk ducts. Isn't that crazy?
Insane. We have that many milk ducts.
Well, that's how you can like kind of like feel.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, one more question.
You should look that up if you haven't. It's cool.
Yeah, look up what a boob looks like under the skin.
In awe. Yeah, Peyton, you got crazy. 2 of those in there.
Okay. Which school would you choose to go to, Virginia Tech or Penn State, to play lacrosse? No outside factors. Like, nothing that we know, no pay, like, just like based on what you've seen and your experiences. Okay. Like, so like Gerard's not there.
Yeah, it's just me.
Past teammates.
Yeah. Virginia Tech. Okay. I think that just because it's smaller, and I think that like playing lacrosse and stuff like that wise, like I would just like that vibe. Is it smaller?
Yeah, I think it is. Penn State's huge.
Yeah. I think that I would get too overwhelmed at Penn State with all that. Also, I feel like I would have like mad FOMO from like seeing all the sororities and fraternities and Greek life being like such a big proponent and like not being a part of it. And
I also, sorry, no, you can finish. I also feel like Penn State is better than Virginia Tech. It would kind of be fun to like bring Virginia Tech like to the top.
Yeah.
I don't know. It could be fun.
Yeah.
And that's our rapid fire questions that are random and have no rhyme or reason. Those are no random rhyme or reason questions.
No random.
It's 11 and we have a tight shift in this podcast studio. So thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for Son of a Boy Dad for letting us be in here.
And inside the slot is, anything you can want it to be. We're navigating, we're finding our voice, but our main thing is staying consistent and being nice together and staying besties. All right. That's it. Thanks, guys.
Love ya.